Hey, Adam. You said you had questions about Islam the other day. I'm glad you brought it up.
Yeah, thanks for being open. I've always been curious, but I never wanted to offend you or ask the wrong way.
Don't worry, Adam. Islam actually encourages respectful questions. It's better to ask and understand than to assume things.
Cool, so first question. What does Islam even mean?
Good place to start. Islam literally means submission. Submission to the will of Allah or God. It's about finding peace by living according to His guidance.
So Muslims believe in God, like Christians and Jews?
Exactly. We all believe in the same one God. Muslims call him Allah in Arabic. Islam is actually part of the Abrahamic tradition.
But then why do people always associate Islam with rules or restrictions?
That's a common misconception. Islam does have guidelines, but not to control us. They're to protect us. Like how traffic lights aren't meant to restrict you, but to keep you safe on the road.
That makes sense. But why the prayer 5 times a day?
It's like charging your soul. Just like your phone needs charging, your heart needs spiritual connection. Those 5 moments help us realign with God and stay grounded.
I've seen Muslims fasting during Ramadan. What's the point of that?
Fasting teaches self-control, empathy, and gratitude. When you feel hunger, you remember the poor. When you resist temptation, you become stronger.
That's actually deep.
Islam isn't just about rituals. It's a lifestyle. It teaches kindness, honesty, helping others. Even smiling at someone is a charity.
Wait, seriously?
Yup! Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said so.
You mentioned the Prophet. What do Muslims believe about him?
He's the final messenger of God. Like Moses and Jesus were messengers too. Muslims love and respect all prophets. We believe Jesus was born of the Virgin Mary and performed miracles. But we don't see him as God, just a prophet.
That's very different from Christianity.
Yeah, but there's a lot of overlap too. Islam builds on what came before, with its own final message.
But what about women in Islam? I mean, some people say Islam oppresses women.
I get that a lot. But Islam actually gave women rights 1,400 years ago to own property, work, inherit, get educated, choose who to marry.
Then why do we mostly hear the opposite?
Cultural practices are often confused with Islam. What you see in the media isn't always Islam. It's sometimes politics, patriarchy, or plain injustice. Islam, at its core, uplifts women.
And the hijab?
It's a personal choice of modesty. For me, it's not about being forced. It's about being free from appearance-based judgment. I want people to see my character, not just my looks.
Okay, last question. Does Islam really teach peace?
The word Islam itself comes from salam, which means peace. Islam condemns all forms of injustice and violence. Taking one innocent life is like killing all of humanity, and saving one is like saving all of humanity. That's in the Quran.
Wow, that's powerful.
It is. Sadly, a few people misrepresent Islam, and the whole religion gets blamed. But if you look at the Quran and the Prophet's life, you'll find mercy, justice, and compassion.
I honestly had no idea it was this deep and balanced.
That's why conversations like this matter. Islam isn't a religion of fear. It's a religion of clarity and hope.
Thanks, Sarah. I feel like I understand Islam better now. Not as something foreign, but something meaningful.
You're welcome. Always happy to share. And if you ever want to learn more, you're welcome at the mosque too.
I just might take you up on that.
Islam. Not just a religion, but a way of life. Ask, learn, reflect.